Fernandinho, Brazilian midfield general, master of reading the game. His hairline started backtracking as soon as he started lifting trophies at Manchester City. Arjen Robben, that lethal left foot, distracted us from the disappearing hair. Went bald before 30 and looked faster. Hair went missing, but goals? Never. Pablo Zabaleta, City's warrior right back. His hair tried to hold on through the battles, but even it couldn't survive Premier League tackles. Bald Zaba still has the look of a man you wouldn't mess with at a five-a-side match. Fabien Barthez, one of the earliest goalkeepers to make baldness look elite. His shiny scalp became part of his identity. Fun fact, he was also a professional racing driver. Jaap Stam, the scariest defender in Europe even when he had hair. When he went bald, strikers started turning around before kickoff. Looks like he eats yellow cards for breakfast. Vincent Kompany, Captain Fantastic. Hair slowly vanished as trophies piled up. Bald Kompany equals football professor meets Marvel superhero. Esteban Cambiaso, midfield machine who lost hair and gained tactical brilliance. Went bald during Inter's golden era and still managed to outsmart everyone on the pitch. Zinedine Zidane had hair when he won the World Cup. Went bald just in time to become one of the coolest, most elegant players ever. And somehow became even more iconic as a manager. Bald Zidane is just peak human form. Frank Leboeuf, World Cup winner and defender with style. Held onto his hair until his 40s, then turned bald. And straight into acting. Yes, the man went from football pitches to film sets, still smoother than his head. Arne Slot played midfield quietly, coached brilliantly. Hair packed its bags as he climbed the managerial ladder. Now managing Liverpool, bringing tactics, intensity, and that polished shine to Merseyside. Erik Ten Hag, calm, methodical, and stylish. Ten Hag walked into Old Trafford with no fear and no hair. His bald head might be smoother than United's form. We respect the look, bold, bald, and business ready. Lucas Moura, Spurs Champions League miracle man. His hair ran off quicker than his 2019 semi-final hat trick. Bald Lucas still brings speed, smiles, and samba vibes back in Brazil. Yunus Kabul, strong, silent, and bald. Hair disappeared mid-career, but his physique stayed action movie ready. Definitely has secret agent side hustle energy. Pep Guardiola, the brain behind tiki-taka and total domination. Pep's hair left when his tactical genius arrived. Coincidence? We think not. Now the most stylish bald man in football. Bald Pep wins trophies. Hair, Pep played football. So we prefer the manager version. Brad Friedel, America's ageless goalkeeper. Hair left in the 30s, gloves stayed till 40s. Bald Friedel looked like the team dad you never wanted to disappoint. A true example of how bald goalkeepers age like fine wine. Luciano Spalletti, always bald, always brilliant. The godfather of bald managers. His smooth head reflects sunlight and probably Serie A tactics. Won the Scudetto with Napoli and now leads the Italian national team. Roberto Carlos, powerful, fearless, and capable of bending physics with his left foot. Carlos didn't care about hair. He was too busy breaking goal nets. The bald look only made him look more like a superhero. Christian Abbiati, strong jawline, slick saves. Hairline held out surprisingly long, but when it went, it was game over. In a good way. Still looks like a rock star who moonlighted as a goalkeeper. Stefano Pioli, calm, respected, and fully polished. Took AC Milan back to the top of Serie A. His hair may have disappeared, but his leadership never did. Pepe Reina, legendary locker room guy. Hair slowly surrendered over years, but Reina's bald head became part of his charm. Like a smiling bouncer you trust to save penalties at your party. Tim Howard, USA hero, went bald early and built his brand on grit, saves, and that beard. Now rocking the pundit mic like he once rocked the goal line. Alan Shearer, Premier League's all-time top scorer. Hair called it quits just as he hit legend status. Bald Shearer now owns Match of the Day, with bold opinions and a head like polished granite. Thierry Henry, the suave Frenchman, held on to his hair in style, then let it go gracefully. Still one of the most handsome men in football, bald or not. Probably the only guy who could model cologne and coach at the same time.